Hello, glorious ones. Welcome into Cleo. We're going to be looking into the archives. I've got an ancient message. That's all I know at the moment, okay? They keep giving me that word ancient over and over again. So we're going to head on into the crypt and we're going to see what storyline Spirit feels like you need to know. I'm getting that this is a storyline that's affecting someone, clearly. Okay, so I'm getting that it's a storyline from a past life that is still having some sort of energetic or karmic, karmic effect on somebody. I'm getting rebound. So it's funny, you can be in one storyline in life, living our little lives in our little vessel, but there's another overlapping story that you're catching the emotions of that seems to be kind of rearing its ugly head or rearing itself into the equation, right? So I don't know why they gave me that phrase. This could be something that jumps out of your soul at certain times, or an energy that hits you at certain times and you're like, whoa, what's this energy? Where's it coming from, right? We've got the Queen of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Devil, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles. Alright, this is crazy. I'm getting that you had to rush off in a previous life, in a previous incarnation, because there was an energy that was highly jealous of your wealth and your positioning. I'm getting that you had a very kind heart, a very gentle heart here. Beautiful dove on the card here, but you were a gentle soul, and I feel like you were one of the front runners back then. Like, you had accessed your heart very powerfully. You had a lot of beautiful, a gorgeous essence they're showing me flowing out of your heart space in this old past life. And this is something that goes way back, right? This is very, very archaic, ancient energy. Let's see, what else do we need to know? So you had to run when you were at your happiest, when you were the most vibrant, when you were flowering, when you were living life and loving other people, when everything was going good for you. Just at that moment, there was, an enemy that came for you. And I'm getting that this storyline will have something to do with the way you react to something in your daily life, right? This will make something click for someone like, okay, maybe I've got a fear of success. Maybe in the past, or maybe in the past life, this energy wounded me so much that it keeps coming up in this life, right? Got the Page of Cups, and I'm getting false friends here, false friends that you've had to close the door on, right? Death energy, and it's so painful. It's so painful when you've got to do that. Oh, sever the cord, right? It's like I'm feeling this energy of the pain you felt when you've had to cut certain people off in this life, right? Page of Swords energy. So I'm getting that this is history repeating itself. I'm getting that this energy keeps coming up for you to deal with in this life because it didn't get dealt with in the last life, right? It was logical. Well, I say the last life, I don't mean your most recent life. But this storyline's been etched in your soul probably for a long time, or it's something that your soul chose to deal with in this particular incarnation. It's very unique for everybody. But because it was the logical thing you had to do in this ancient life that you lived, to run away, right? That was the logical thing back then. And it's somehow still affecting you now. Queen of Swords energy. I'm getting that someone would have really gone for the jugular in this past life. Like, they really wanted you gone. I'm getting like evil stepmother energy here with this Queen of Swords. Could even have been something like that. Maybe you've had issues come up in this life, that touch on that subject, perhaps. But it's a very unrelenting energy of just not being able to stand who you are. I'm actually getting quite a Snow White vibe with this. And if you look at the colours on this card, tell me that isn't some sort of Snow White thing. Okay, so I'm going to see how these cards play out, and hopefully, we'll get something of a solution, right? Although I do encourage everyone to do their own personal, unique spiritual work. No one else can create in our realities. And I always advise that you connect with your own higher self, right? Listen to your own guidance as a priority, okay? It's so important because we're all so rare and unique, right? So Of course, don't take what doesn't resonate. But let's see what happened. I feel like you've had to cut off a lot of people in this life. So running here, cutting off here. I feel like you've tried to hold your ground with certain friendships in a different way. But it's almost like opposites here. It's almost like maybe you've tried to hold your ground up here with these energies in your current modern day life, where actually you should have ran, right? But maybe you've been trying to complete this not running energy in the wrong storyline. You get where I'm coming from here? Like, it was logical for you to run then, and it was logical for you to stand your ground then. But it's almost like the soul is craving a switch up, or there's been some sort of a mix up. Show me. Ten of Pentacles, okay, realigning with the family values, okay, realigning with the house you represent. And I'm very aware that for a lot of people, it may feel like you don't know what the hell that is or who the hell you are. I get it. This is why it's a journey, right? Just as I say that, we've got the Chariot energy, okay. I feel like there's been mishmashes of energy throughout this old ancient life, but also, you know, it's sort of been blending into this one, right? Trying to correct things of the past, trying to kind of fulfill certain things in your now moment, and the instincts are getting mished in, right? Death energy, they're telling me, you know, when you feel this past life energy, you feel it quite deeply. Now, you might not even be aware that there's an intense energy that is actually a past life energy, right? But it's been affecting you. Now, they're giving me a very simple solution for this with the Ten of Pentacles and the Chariot. And that is that to clear up the messes in both of these storylines that are kind of imposing, you know, this old one's imposing on this modern one. There's something about you asking the universe, requesting from the universe to give you signs or symbols so that you can align with what I call the soul group, or the spiritual family, the true spiritual family, okay? Now, these groups of spiritual family are very rare. When I talk about spiritual family, I'm not talking about, you know, potentially random people on the internet who, you know, we're all portions of source energy. I'm talking about a niche group of people, okay, who've been incarnating with you throughout all of these events, okay? And there's something about you realigning yourself to them for the victory here, okay? Because maybe you ran away and maybe it was a member of your soul group. You never know, okay? It sounds all wishy-washy, doesn't it? Oh, your soul group, they incarnate with you every incarnation. But, you know, we're crazy immortal beings. We create these theaters to live on. We give ourselves vessels. We want to experience what it feels like to be that. So we go through crazy things here. You could already know who your spiritual family are, okay? But it's almost like readjusting the thermometer from modern day ways of thinking. Even back in ancient times, there were modern day ways of thinking where people were more concerned with society and what you might call acquaintances or friendships than they were with the staunch family values, right? That follow universal law. So there's something about you refinding your way home here, right? Refinding your way home and fixing this by picking a golden path of energy with the Chariot. Show me, Queen of Swords. What do we need to know about this old wench? Because I'm getting that kind of energy. Page of Wands. So this could certainly have been a parent-child type situation, right? Someone who was jealous of you blossoming. Someone who got you when you were most flowery or most vital or most happy and healthy. So this is like the energy of leaving a situation when you really didn't want to leave it because there was someone horrible there. And what they're telling me is no, this was not a member of your soul group at this time. This was a random enemy player of the game. What else do we need to know? Okay, so they're telling me with the Six of Swords, you were looking for soul group. You were looking for familiarity. Yeah, there we go. Ten of Pentacles. So we've got this generational tree of life card appearing again on the Six of Swords down here. So what this is telling me is that you were yearning for your soul family to save you from this devil energy that could have been in a parental position above you, right? Jealous of your youth, jealous of your blossoming, jealous of your vitality. Strong intent to destroy you, right? So this set off this beautiful beacon. You know, you could say it sets off a beautiful spiritual beacon where you crave those who will understand you and love you and protect you when the world is against you, you know, and it's coming at you in the form of someone who should actually be protecting you, but actually they've decided you're a threat to them. They've decided that your radiance, your beauty, or your light is somehow offensive to them. So this is where the spiritual family comes in, okay? Two of Cups with the Devil. So this was someone you would have expected to be kind to you. This is someone you would have expected to be there for you. I'm getting responsibility, like they had a responsibility to be nice to you. This could have even been like a real parent, you know. Doesn't have to be put onto the stepmother or the step parent, but like this is something that this person was jealous of you romantically. Like they were jealous of the effect you had on other people. They didn't want you as competition. So I'm getting you had to stand alone and really battle the world as it was back then, alone, right? And I feel like you got a taste of your soul family. I feel like you met someone along the road, and it would have been planned out like this. You met someone along the road. Six of Swords. Yeah, escaping to your own. Escaping, being independent, escaping to your own power, finding your own power in the escape. Sorry, I switched with my ADHD. That just came out of me then. But I'm getting that you had a taste of a soul group member, someone you met along the road, possibly in a tavern, because they're telling me tavern. And maybe you came across somebody who was a member of your soul group, but they had something else to do. You didn't recognize each other. You both had missions. You both had your objectives. And there was something stopping you getting into those tender levels of recognition in that lifetime, right? Walking in opposite directions. You see that? It's almost like Pisces energy. They're kind of linked, but they're going opposite directions, right? So it's almost like your soul felt like it missed out on the true spiritual family. So I'm getting now is your opportunity to see the death of all these, and I'm just going to say it how I see it, fake friendships. Yeah, it's so easy to make friends with people when you're out partying and it's all fun and games and it's like, yeah, we're immortal. You feel like that when you're out partying, don't you? You feel this immortal rock star energy, you know, that I encourage you all to live in on a daily basis. But the point I'm making is that it's so easy to get swept up in friendships and to connect with people and to think that they'll be your connections forever. But you're looking for the real ones. You're looking for the ones who would literally protect you in any situation. And what I'm getting here is that our soul groups have evolved so much that there are no longer these crossing paths, but not, you know, not having anything secure. It's not like that anymore. We can stay in touch. We've got mobile phones. We've got the internet. We've got wonderful spiritual psychic powers that we're becoming very viscerally aware of. So I'm getting that now is the time for you to line up with this spiritual family and tie up these storylines, these loose ends once and for all. Show me this Page of Cups. Ooh, cards didn't like that energy at all. We've got the Empress here. Okay, so this could even be like issues with your own mother, right? That have maybe crossed over into this lifetime. You could be feeling the echoes of this former situation, right? And it could affect the way you feel about mother figures even, right? With the Empress, it doesn't have to necessarily just be your mother, but there's something about maybe having, you know, people you thought you could rely on, or maybe they reminded you on some level of this energy back here that you wanted to love you, okay? Two of Cups energy, you wanted this devil energy to love you. You wanted them to do what they were supposed to do. And I feel like somehow this is leaked into maybe your modern day relationships in this life where you're like, okay, there's just this expectation that's not being met, you know, or there's an echo of this energy maybe creeping you out when it shouldn't. But then there are no mistakes, right? There are no mistakes. There's just definitely been an energetic effect, you know? And I feel like, you know, that will end, actually. I feel like you getting your priorities in order internally with this Ten of Pentacles to be defiant. And, you know, maybe it's going to require you to be quite dreamy and quite childlike, to be like, you know, I want to find my true soul family. I want to find my wolf pack. I want to find, you know, that cluster of people that know me better than anyone. It takes a lot of bravery to do that as well, because these people are going to see you clearly where other people might not ever have seen you clearly. You get where I'm coming from? 8 of Cups, death energy. So I'm getting it was always meant to be. You were always supposed to walk away from the ones who may have been fun for a little while, right? But they're not permanent fixtures in your life. I'm getting these people were lessons, you know, lessons. And that you're walking away to what is permanent, okay? Lifetime permanence is what you're walking towards. Give me one more for this Empress. I want to be nosy. Show me. Ooh. Cards keep going funny over here. 6 of Wands energy here with the Empress. Something about trying to win. Trying to maybe win affection or win a motherly energy, or wanting to complete this so that it feels good in your soul. The Sun, yeah, wanting happiness. Page of Cups, the Empress. 8 of Wands. Page of Cups, the Empress. 8 of Wands, the Sun. 6 of Wands. There's a real need for victory in the soul with this, okay? So maybe you had a friendship that was really important and it filled in some gaps in your soul for you. Queen of Wands energy here. Something about the osmosis, right? Energy being contagious. Perhaps you're very inspired by very goddessy energies and you let them mother you. Okay, and they kind of merge with you here, right, in a really beautiful way. So it's almost like Gaia has become your mother, right? Or, you know, Mary has become your mother. There's a lot of, you know what I mean by that, don't you guys? Well, hopefully you do, but there's a real victory over this motherly energy. You've managed to find your love. I say over this motherly energy because there's a wound here. And you've had a victory over here with still finding the love for women, or the love for the sacred mother, the love for the divine mother. And it's giving you confidence. There's a lot of radiance here. Leo energy all over the table. All of the signs. We've got Aries, we've got Sag, and we've got Leo twice here. So you've really become aware or shined some light on something to do with a mother figure or the mother in yourself, male or female, right? Nurturing elements, receptive elements. Been your own best friend, right? And learnt to walk away from friendships that would always be cutting in the end. Judgment on the Page of Swords. Your judgment was correct, okay? Your judgment was correct. And there is so much more out there for you. That's what I'm getting here. Justice on the bottom of the deck here. Let's pull one more for the top of this pyramid and we'll see. What else do we need to know? What for the top of the pyramid? Ace of Cups. There we go. There's so much more for you out there, okay? I feel like you're just... Maybe you're rolling the dice on some level, okay, and taking a chance. But I really feel like these energies here are telling you... Now, I don't know how to communicate this because I'm not sure who I'm speaking to. But if I'm speaking to an initiate, then what this is telling you to do is get your house in order in list of intentions, right? And put the spirituality ahead of any other influence. And, you know, I don't know how this is going to tie things up. But we've got the reversal coming out. There's something about you finding love for your spiritual family and letting that love drive you onwards that is going to reverse any damage done down here, specifically in the past life. It's going to reverse it because you've earned a lot of points over here with your, I'm hearing devotion to the true divine feminine. Oh, devotion to the true divine feminine. So you found your own way of bringing magic into your life, regardless of what experiences you've actually had. And there have been friendships that have helped you do this that may have been a loss to you, right? 10 of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Ace of Cups with Ascension. Okay, so you going up this spiritual staircase, that's what they're giving me. This is, oh my God, I didn't even see that here. You see these little sleepy hollow steps going up there. You're choosing to go the occult way with something. That's what I'm getting here. You're choosing to go the magical way. You're choosing to go the energetic way or the psychic way. So there's this idea of you fully committing to the spiritual family with the Chariot and the Ten of Pentacles. You may have to wait, right, for the universe to give you a sign, or you're going to be drawn to things to research, and, you know, following that soft, excited intuition is what I feel like you need, right? Because there's an energy of curiosity, of maybe not knowing what's coming next, but knowing that if you throw out that intention to the universe, come on universe, give me some signs about my spiritual family, come on, I'm doing this with love and intent, then you have to align with your true spiritual path, your true north, right? This is like North Node energy, really getting it activated. Hummingbird, along with this ascension energy and this reversal. So something's going to happen. I feel like you're going to evoke something. Your intention's going to shift, and it's going to evoke something in the universe. This is almost ritualistic, where you're going to feel a weight lifting off of you with this hummingbird energy. You're going to feel like a different person, and you're utilizing these energies over here. You've done a lot of good spiritual work with this goddess worship, right? You found your way, all right. And now the ones that you had to leave behind, or the one that you crossed, this is an ancient life. So you've been around your soul group since, you know, this ancient life, of course. But it's funny how time works, isn't it, initiates? It's funny how, you know, this is coming up for reevaluation for some reason. And it's to tie up the loose ends, and you feeling abandoned, or feeling like, you know, perhaps you felt like, oh, even when I come across a soul group member, they still go in the other direction, right? So there's this feeling of, oh, you know, finally getting in where you fit in with the Ten of Pentacles, because these are a lot of energies. This isn't just two people in a house. The Ten of Pentacles, this is true shamanic, tree of life, soul group, soul family. This is like the sense 8, you know, where you're all psychic before you meet kind of thing. And I feel like this is going to lift something off of you when you realize you've got that available to you, or maybe you've already found that. I don't know, but there's something about ascending here in the truth of who you truly are. One love I'm getting. All of your soul group feed from the same love, but this is about you being devoted just to, you know, your true spiritual family. And this is such a strong intention. It's going to help you ascend here. This is beautiful. Hummingbird energy, dragonfly energy. So again, the dragonfly is about shifting consciousness. So I feel like you're gonna solve something here that's been affecting your consciousness in a negative way, right? For it to come up in a reading, this devil energy. It's been affecting your consciousness because you've been consciously moving into, you know, it's like two movie reels, and they've been squished one on top of the other, right? And it's been affecting your mindset, affecting your emotions, affecting your decisions. There's going to be an end to this shifting of the mind with one clear focus on this heavenly level of spiritual family, okay? Ascension, feeling the bliss of non-physical while you are still on the earth, okay? With this Ace of Cups coming straight from the crown chakra, straight from the top of the tree of life. They're showing me this like a champagne thing where it flows, all the love flows. You're gonna, you know, ease the burden somehow by picking this. All right, so I don't know who this reading is for. This could be quite niche, so if you've lasted this long, bravo. Hopefully this will make sense to you, okay, that you're moving forward with a huge amount of goddess energy because you've somehow managed to find your forgiveness and love for the feminine, despite something that's been etched into your soul for a long time. Soul group awaiting. What more can I say? Have fun with this. I hope this releases something for somebody and puts you in your true power, in your true conscious power, the power of your higher self. Okay, my darling, I hope you enjoyed the reading. Mwah.